Dear students, today we'll talk about a very natural phenomena available on Earth, that is motion under gravity. I've done different aspects of motion under gravity. First, the misconception normally in the mind is that motion under gravity is a uniform motion. One should remember, for motion to be uniform, velocity has to be constant. Your gravity is constant. Acceleration due to gravity, g is constant, not velocity. And whenever a body is moving under acceleration, it cannot be a uniform motion. It has to be a non-uniform motion. Let's see with different possible examples and parameters under gravity. So I will just relying on some equation which you already know. For example, v equal to u plus at, the way we will be having a v equal to u plus gt. We are discussing the motion under gravity falling down. So it is plus g. Had it been against, it will be minus. Similarly, s equal to ut plus half at square is written as h equal to ut plus half at square, but as represent the height. The well-known equations of motion. Let us take a body of mass 10 kg kept at a height of 50 meters. This total height is 50 meters. And will make the body to fall. That means initial velocity of the body will be 0. That means u equal to 0. Falling from rest. Left from rest. Now we'll see that when it have the journey from height of 50 meter till the bottom, to the ground, how it moves exactly. What is its velocity, what is its acceleration, what is its distance covered, what is its potential energy, what is its kinetic energy, and is there any conservation of energy, and so on. Let us see a very simple way. I'm just giving the formula. Mathematically anybody can calculate it. For example, if the body is left from here, we'll see that how much distance is covered after 1 second. Then we'll come to know how much distance is covered in 2 seconds. Then this will be distance covered in the second. Similarly, we will find the distance covered in 3 seconds, and this complete difference minus this will give me nothing but the distance covered in 3rd second. It's very interesting from the diagram itself that distance covered in 1st second is less, 2nd second it is more, and 3rd second it is further more. That's the first proof that it is not moving a constant velocity, it is moving under acceleration. Had it been a constant velocity, then distance covered would be same. So g is constant, not v is constant. So motion is not uniform, motion is non-uniform. Then misconception has to be removed. Similarly, if using u equal to 0 and I go on finding this, if you put t equal to 1 second and 2 second and 3 second, I come to know after 1 second the velocity become 9.8 meter per second. After 2 seconds become 19.6 meter per second. And after 3 seconds become 29.4 meter per second. It is very clear that even the velocity is changing at every second. But again a verification that motion is non-uniform. Next, when you calculate the distance covered by using this formula, putting u equal to 0 and t equal to 1 second, 2 seconds and 3 seconds. If I put 3 seconds, I'll get a total distance covered from here. If I took 2 seconds, I'll get distance covered here. If I take 1 second, I'll distance covered. From the differences I can find that in the 1st second distance covered is 4.9 meter. In the second distance covered is actually this. But if you take the only second section, only second section, then this is the distance covered. Similarly, this is the distance covered in the 3rd second. Well, this is the total distance covered in 3 seconds. So it's again clear that distance covered is not same. It is again non-uniform. So the verification that motion under gravity is non-uniform. Now, when the body is at the top and total height is 50, we come to know that the total potential energy is 4900 joules by using the formula mgh. M being 10 kg, g being 9.8, and the height being 50 till ground I am taking. The 3 second distance or 3 second journey is from here to here only. But if I continue, I reach to the ground. Now, if I find a potential energy, it is 4900 joules. There is no velocity, so kinetic energy is 0. After 1 second, where it is covered a distance of 4.9 meter downwards. If I find a potential energy, how to find a potential energy? From 50, I'll subtract this distance. So remaining height will give me the height for potential energy. So calculation gives me this is potential, this is kinetic. If you add these two, it is same as this one. Similarly, after 14.7 meters, if you find the potential energy, this is the value, this is the kinetic energy. Similarly, this is the value, this is the potential, this is the kinetic energy. And when we reach at the end, there is no height, so potential energy is 0, and the whole potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. This is the verification of conservation of energy as well. So for the conclusion is, whenever a body is moving, falling under gravity, it is under acceleration. Motion is not uniform. It is a non-uniform motion, which is verified from different parameters. The distance covered every second is not same. Velocity after every second is not same. And as for the conservation of energy is concerned, that is valid throughout. This is a simple concept of under gravity. What I want to tell here is, normally when you ask a student even at a high level, he says no, after 1 second whatever distance is covered will be covering after 2 seconds, second and third second. No, it is not possible because motion is non-uniform. Motion is under acceleration. Motion is with a changing velocity. So motion is with different timings, with different velocities and different distance covered. I hope the concept is clear. Thank you.